Something apparently interesting happened on the west side of Chicago. I was going through the MSNBC news, see what might have sparked a little interest, and I found an article. The name of the article is "Police Shoot Kill Man on West Side." At the beginning of the article, it talks about the casualties that happened, and immediately after, they actually announce the actual problem. The officers go to a house that they got called in for, and the article actually says this: the officers found a man with a knife apparently stabbing people. But it didn't just say he was stabbing people, it said apparently trying to stab people. Family members, friends, or whatever, it doesn't matter. Keep this in mind for later in the article. The police detained the man. He didn't just ask questions or see their reactions. They were like, oh, we gotta get this guy. But apparently this guy didn't like that, because during the interview with him, the man actually jumped on one of the cops, pinned him down, and repeatedly punched him in the face. And then the cop, boom, chest. Don't you think if the cops were trying to interview someone that they thought was trying to kill people, they would restrain him a little bit better if that was their prime incentive? Oh, you're gonna kill people, tie him to a chair, let's interview him. No, they actually just let him sit around. He might actually be a homicidal maniac. You may never know. These cops were apparently too stupid to think that. They have a one-track mind. They were like, we have to interview this, and we gotta get this covered. Here's something exciting. We gotta interview him. And then they probably thought about this after the cop got tackled and punched in the face. All these cops are probably thinking, we should have tied him up or something, or have more than one cop cover him, you know, actually restrain. And of course, the cop who did get tackled did not know any other things to do in this kind of situation except for shoot the guy in the chest. I find a problem with this. Just a little problem with this. They were trying to interview him, and just because the cop gets tackled, he has the right to shoot him and eventually kill him, because he was sent to the hospital later that night, and he was later found dead for tackling a cop. There's a problem. There should be some red lights flashing. There's a huge problem with that. Why does the cop not know anything else but to pull a trigger and boom? He could have done something else. He could have, you know, if the academy actually taught him something useful, he could move away on the wrist, on the hip, slide above, and like get into some kind of hold. But no, he decided to go straight for the killing method. And this cop did not get in trouble. So he apparently has the authority to take a life, to eventually take a life, just because he got tackled by a civilian. Why? Cops should not be able to kill a man for not killing him. He could have severely hurt him, maybe, you know, hurt him a little bit to show him what's up, but not shoot him in a vital area where most of your vital, you know, living is, you know, lungs, heart, two main things you need to live, right next to your stomach. This cop is beyond stupid, and yet he gets away with it, just because he's a cop. He shoots and kills a man. Oh, he was doing it for self-protection. But on the other hand, if a guy accidentally kills a man for breaking into their house and or store, I've seen this done before, and accidentally kills a man when there was a whole bunch of wreckage done, then that guy is arrested for protection. So, and the guy wasn't actually doing anything. If he actually did stab someone, then fine, you have a slightly more right to do that, but you still have no right to do it. You have like negative right to do it. So him actually being homicidal still doesn't give you much of a right at all. You should get into his psyche and help him so this never occurs again. But no, you went straight for the killing method. He is not a terrorist. This guy who is trying, you supposedly say, trying to stab him, stab family members or whoever the hell. He was trying. He didn't kill anyone. There was no record. You don't know anything. But just because he got a little crazy, you kill him. I know I've been on this for a little too long, but I find a problem with cops being able to do stuff that they should not do. They have higher authority just because they passed basic training and was given the gun. The article continues to say that the officers, S plural, not officer, officers. So there was more than one. They were taken to the hospital and they were in a serious condition. Like fair to serious. The article said, you know, fair to serious. That's what they said. There was more than one cop. One of them actually shot him. They were in that much danger. And the others, or other, stood aside. The man only had a knife. And the cops are actually trained for these kind of situations. Or at least I would think so. That's my problem with the cops in Chicago. They just jump to conclusions. They just jump at it. And how did the other cop get damaged in a way? As they were interviewing him, one man jumped on one cop, and the cop apparently hesitated to shoot him, but he still shot him. Officers went to a hospital. I don't see no connection. There's a missing part of the story. There's something more that happened, or the cops are completely stupid. And some Chicago cops are completely stupid. I would know. So they kill a man, and they're too stupid to actually restrain him when he did a movement. They should have been trained for that. So then they go to the hospital. I don't know what happened between detained and a tackle. There's gotta be something, you know, missing piece. But whatever. A man in the area with the name of Eva Yates, you know, a guy just lives in the area, so he was interviewed, had this to say: I'm going to pray for all the people. You need prayer here for all the helpless people. So this guy believes that the prayer will guide the helpless people into a better place in Chicago, and hopefully not get them hurt in any way, shape, or form. trying to make the crazies uncrazy, trying to get the cops not stupid and get damaged because they're too stupid to actually do their job. Even if I was a religious man, how would prayer help? I would be questioning this. I know religious people who would actually question this. In this kind of situation, where God gave free will to a man, and in this time of age he doesn't control the mindset of a person. Obviously, if he could control the mindset of a person, everybody would be a Christian. But that is not the case, so he can't control the minds of people. How would praying help the situation any better? It wouldn't. No matter how hard you pray, even if there is the higher power, it still would not work. Because if there is a God, he's not changing the minds of anyone at all. So the guy would have still thought, hey, I'm gonna attack this person. He would have been able to do the movements. The cop would still be scared, because feelings can't be taken away unless it's by a medical pill, but people still have those feelings anyway. The cop would have still pulled the trigger, killing the man, and they would have been stupid enough for that to actually happen. So praying for the people in Chicago, for anyone who's in this situation at all, is not gonna help at all. No matter how religious you are, that would never help. Because if you think about it, God doesn't control that. I've been talking long enough over this subject. Bottom line, the cops were stupid. They should have never killed a man. They should have been able to actually restrain him. They should have never gotten hurt. They should have interviewed him better. Prayers don't help. And it's the west side of Chicago. What do you expect? And people are stupid. There we go. 7 reasons why this whole story is stupid. People are stupid. Cops in Chicago are stupid. The local people think prayer will help, which in any religion, prayer will not help. To the most religious person, prayer will not help. So, going off at that note, Multicrage signing out.